Hey guys, welcome back to another video here on Desolate Planet. First thing I want to say is thank you guys so much for the amount of support I've been getting on this series. It has been insane. It has been the most support I've gotten basically the entire YouTube career I've been running. And I'm really thankful. Now on to what I want to do for this video. I have two steps. Now you can see I have a hose pulley, a bunch of fluid tanks, I have create typed here, and then I have a bunch of this stuff over here too. The drill is gone. I replaced it with these elevators, which is a ender pearl and some other stuff. As you can see, this still isn't working. And some of you have explained to me that you're having the exact same problem. So I want to try out a similar system that has been used before in Create, but it wasn't used for the method that we're thinking necessarily. It was used to make an infinite lava source. Now, originally I was going to use fluid tanks, hence why I have so many and I have so many more barrels. I was going to make a ton more of them. But then I realized that it's going to take way too many. So, essentially, we need to cover 10,000 blocks worth of space in a little sitting area as lava. And that's a bit of a problem. But that's going to be a huge project. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to store all of this. And what I want to actually go over is this. We're going to finally actually attempt the mechanical extruder. Now, I'm not too sure where to test it out. I do want it to not have to set up too much. So I want to put it here, right? And I actually don't know how this is going to work. Well, let's have a look here. So it says lava on the one side, water on the other, and a magma block underneath. So if I put magma over there, which I do have one of, magma block. Okay, wait. Let's go down one, which might be. Actually, no. I think this is where it's going to come out of. So I can't go down one necessarily. Let's make an area for this. Okay, so I don't really want to set up a whole new wiring system, so we're going to use this belt right here. It's half of the size, which is fine. I mean, half of the speed, which, to be honest, should be fine. So that goes there, this goes here, and this goes here. And it makes deep slate. Perfect. And it just does this infinitely from my knowledge. So now we can make this better. Hold on. How do I pick this up? How do I give this silk touch? What does over slime do? Tool consumes over slime instead of durability until it runs out. Not friendly towards tools. Okay, I don't care about all of that. I want where is silk touch? Surely it's here somewhere. I'm not seeing it. Right, so it's possible either... Oh, no, wait here, silky. Is this maybe it? Aha, silk. How do I... Rose gold. We have copper and rose gold. So it just needs a iron mesh, a string mesh if I use rose gold, which is gold and copper. Funnily enough, I think we have some rose gold left over. We do. Beautiful. So now I just need to make some string meshes. Bam. I need. Why am I so fast? 10% speed? This feels like more than 10%. Or because I ate some veggies? I'll take it. Right. Anyway, I made wool. I meant to make this. Ah. Don't really care how many I make right now. And then we're going to get this, and bam. And we're going to do it on both sides just to speed up the process, because I am not about to wait all that time. I think we needed 4, so there we go. We're done with this. I can go back there. Thank you. Wonderful. This can go back here. That can go over there. I'm going to hold on to that, because I want to move that now. But again, we need to make this silky. So, before I do that, I actually am going to make a new pickaxe. So that there. We're going to make this again out of bronze. Yes, bronze. Okay, perfect. So we're going to make a new pickaxe. I also want to make an axe. I want to see if I can automate, what's it called? Hold on. These casings. I want to see if I can automate casings using our little line over here, so that's actually doing something for me instead of just sitting around and being useless. Which actually reminds me, I'm going to need another one of the handles. Thank you. Thank you. I need another one of these too. This, on the other hand, I do not need another of. So there we go. How much bronze do I have left? A decent chunk, especially since I have just a bunch of ingots in here. There we go. Beautiful. Put all those back. Come over here. Bonk, bonk, bonk. Pickaxe. Nope, that goes there. Bam. This goes here. And... right. Axe. There we go. Okay. So, the pickaxe, we want to make silky. Silky. Bam. So, this is now silky. Which means... Aha! Yoink. Wonderful. Ow. Okay. So, with that, I want to make it so that the deep slate gets basically chucked out and put into our chest over here. So, all I'm going to need, because of how I want to do this, is one... Where is our funnels? I'm going to use this fun little system that I learned from you guys. Heck yeah. There we go. All right. So, we got our funnels. And now... Yeah. Aha! And now we're gonna come over here. I did learn that I can put lava like right over here. So what I'm gonna do is I want to put it so that it drops the deep slate maybe like right over here. And given that oh no, that's water. My bad. I thought that wasn't water. Actually, I can probably just make it right here. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna do this. Bam. I'm gonna put the extruder there. Hold on. Oh, wait, no, I need to link this up to a power source of some kind. Can I make it work? Curious. Okay, so I managed to make it work. I'm curious to see how this goes, though. I am hoping it just drops. So let's find out. Aha! And just like that, we have infinite deep slate. And it's going really quickly, too. I might set up a few of these. I have quite a few packed ice. And I think I'll be able to set it up if I put a magma block here and a lava block here. And the extruder, obviously. And then we can have another one right here, and then like another one right here, and we'll find that out. But aha! So, that is our infinite deep slate made. Now we can abandon the idea of making that really annoying rail system that sadly the original idea failed and was catastrophically scrapped because I am not too good at what I do. Right. So now... let's get on to making the necessary designs for our huge tank. Okay, I have done some calculations. I want to just explain simply now why this is going to be a huge project. Simply put, we're going to need some drills because I'm not mining this out manually. I'm going to make a machine do it for me. That's what Create's all about, right? In order for us to get the necessary 10,000 block space, and then keep in mind, we're then going to have to fill this thing up with lava. So in order to get this 10,000 block space, we need, I think it was, 400 drills that go down exactly 25 blocks. Because it's going to be a 20 by 20 by 25 area. So what I'm going to do is I realize now, originally I was like, oh, this is going to be really easy to do. And I was thinking that, right? I was a fool. I was a miscreant, some would say. I am going to have to make this area here a nuclear lava zone. It's just going to be so filled with lava, which is a problem because I like this area. Well, I mean, I was going to subjugate it to a bunch of different mining experiments, which is exactly what I'm still going to do. It's just a bit different now. Anyway, that's besides the point. So I'm going to now explain to you guys just the simple costs of all of our drills. I hope you're ready. We need 18 stacks of andesite alloys. After that, it's really simple. It's 6 and 6. So, because you need, it's actually 6.5 stacks of them each, which is a bit more. So, we're going to need a lot more of these andesite alloys, like a ton more. Then we're going to, why is it diamonds? Then we're going to need a lot, so we're going to need a lot more andesite. We're going to need more andesite alloy. We're going to need more iron, because I haven't been changing any of these iron chunks into ingots, and it's a whole shaboom thing, and it's really annoying, and I have to do that, and I'm going to be busy for quite a bit here. And I mean, doing this at what is the time right now? At 1 in the morning is a bit rough. So do give me some grace here if I make some mistakes. But let's get to the grind. Friendly reminder, lads, always crush your iron or any ores that you make using your crushing wheels, because that will have a chance of duplicating your iron. Same with the block, well, not with the blocks, but when you do like iron ore, where's the ore? You can see here it has a 75% chance to duplicate your iron. And it also gives you some nuggets of experience, which is just a little friendly bonus. But hey, iron. Okay, so on the side note of making all the drills, I have quite a few of the andesite alloys and stuff. I've automated andesite casing in a way. It's really weird as of right now, but as you can tell, it kind of works out. So the way that I will have to constantly supply this with the alloys every time I want some of them. But essentially, you just use a mechanical saw. You do have to set the recipe yourself, and then you have to make sure that it throws the wood onto here, which is why there's all these different gearboxes. And yeah, just like that, I mean, this is completed. So we now have a way to automate our andesite casings, which is really cool. Which on that note, let me just again, really cool. Oh, it's out of casings. I mean, out of this. So yeah, as long as I'm here to like pick this up, I'm gonna put a casing here, a one of the funnels that is meant to essentially just quickly pick up everything and put it into a chest. But I will do all of that at a later time. For now, we need to get back on that drill grind, which is a nightmare to say the least. But either way, gotta get it done because we only have this many andesite alloys. Brand new discovery made. This automatically sifts stuff for us. So I now just need to find a way to set this up. But again, I'm like coming up with all these different ideas. I'm gonna sort that out in another video. That will be when we are going full automation, or even our sifting, which will be such a time saver. But for now, we're back to the grind. Okay, this is the system I'm going right now that is giving us all of our andesite casings. The everything else was set up pretty easily. I mean, it's already all done up. This was the newest edition, and sadly, I don't know how to auto feed this. This didn't work, so I'm standing here just slapping in andesite alloys in order to get this to work. This should realistically, as you can see, I have a ton of andesite alloys. I have a ton of iron ingots. This should realistically be the last bit needed to be done before we can actually escape this area. So if I'm right, this should be, yeah, 6 and a bit. Beautiful. Okay, let's try and make some drills really quick. No, I'm gonna do that. I'm hoping 6 is enough. If it isn't, that's fine. What I'll do is I'll just reuse some of the drills, essentially. But really on the hoping side right now. So if I'm right, if all my calculations were done properly, we should get six stacks of drills here. So we should have 6 right now. We have, yeah, 6 and a bit. We actually do. Beautiful. Okay. So again, we're now going to be using these sticky pistons. Oh, we even have extra here, so we might have just enough. Now that I think about it, let me have a look. Okay, here we go. Here is exactly 400 drills. Now we just need to go and actually set them up outside, which is going to be a bit of a nightmare, but hey, gotta get it done somehow, am I right? Hello. I'm gonna get rid of you specifically. Okay. Just gonna hold on to that. Again, I'm gonna get it done from, hopefully from like here to wherever that leads. It's going to go, it's gonna have to start at this level. Actually, no, let's go a bit higher. We'll go up to there. And then the worst part about this is I'm going to have to build up some walls. So essentially, I'm going to put up the drills, and around the drills, I'm going to then set up these walls. That is going to take some time. It's going to take a absurd amount of time, in fact. But let me put it this way. It has to be done. And I'm not going to make you guys sit through the next extra probably hour of work that I've done. Because I've already done an hour. So this is taking a lot longer than I would have liked. But it has to be done for the greatness of crude oil. So on that note, we'll be back. Oh, all right. So it's done. This is going to now go down. Right now, it's not going down the full distance. We're going to add in those when we actually connect this to the power system over there. This is going to go down, and then we have to fill the top of it with. We're going to test it out with lava, and in order to have enough lava, I've already started this. It hasn't been going on for too long, but we already have 8 buckets. That's so little, it's insane. But so yeah, that's going to take a bit. But we're going to try and fill that up. The nice thing is about this is that we don't actually have to have it be completely filled with source blocks. At least I don't think we do. According to what the internet said, we don't. I'm praying that is still the case. I now just need to hook this bad boy up to the other system. So how far out do we have to go for this? It's too far. We have to go directly here. So to here, we go like this. How am I going to? Oh, there we go. Bonk and bonk. There we go. And now we go out like this. I love that. I need more of these. Do I have any? I do have some alloys here. Wonderful. Because bonk, and we have more. I did in fact misjudge it by one. Whoops. Okay, let me set this up. Okay, here is the moment of truth. There we go. Now, one thing I just realized, this, number one, I don't have a way to pull it back up, so we have to re-grab this little doohickey machine. Actually, no, we don't. We can still activate it as it is. But number two, I didn't put on the chest, so realistically, my bad. You know what? Let's reattach this. Hold on. We're gonna need to get out the machine thing here. Okay, because that is going to be way too many blocks. So I need to make sure that this is attached to the system. There we go. Good, good, good. I do not want to be a part of the system. So let me leave out here and bank. Okay. And away it goes. So yeah, it's going to, as you can tell, drop our FPS by a metric ton as soon as it starts going there. And now it's out of pistons. So now what we do is we simply add these on. There we go. And what you got to actually do is you got to recall it. Now all of the pistons are added on and down it goes. Again, laggy, 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 but it is a necessity. So yeah, this is one huge box. And I think that's it done. Oh, create my beloved. I didn't have to spend 7 years mining 10,000 blocks of dust. I'm so grateful. I am genuinely so grateful. So, we now have to set this place up with a lovely amount of lava. Okay, it has been a while. The lava tank is full, but most importantly, I've already gone ahead and taken the liberty. What? A Gatling's skeleton. Now that's a scary one. I've taken the liberty of already emptying out this thing, filling it up. Anytime. Anytime. You can stop that. Right, so I don't know how far down this has gone, but now all I know is that we need to set up this pulley system. How does this work? Let's find out. So the hose pulley can be used to fill or drain large bodies of fluid. With the kinetic input, the height of the pulley's hose can be controlled. The pulley retracts while the input rotation is inverted. On the opposite side, pipes can be connected. You can either provide fluid to the hose, right, or pull it, draining the pool instead. So it can go all the way to the bottom, which is perfect. So I'm going to put it all the way down if I can. Fill and drain speed of the pulley depends entirely on the fluid network. Okay, so that is where this is going to come in. Well, no, we're not even going to use that. This is the fluid tank. What the hell? You're not meant to be in there. That's that's cheating. Get out of there. Anyway, regardless of that, let's get this set up. So I don't necessarily think this matters in the sense of where it is. And the closer it is to us, the better, I think, actually. It needs to be inverted. There we go. Now, I need to drain it somehow. I need more of these. Let's get more of those. Okay, so it is finally done, and essentially, I want to try my hardest to cram this in. Although it being now 3 in the morning on a very special day for me, aka, well, let's not give that away. Either way, it's done. So we have an infinite source of lava now. No longer do we need to generate it. You can see here, I don't want to be here for too long. I nearly died. It says that bottomless supply. The target bound body of fluid is considered infinite, which is amazing because we're going to do another one of these exactly the same. I'm going to set it up nicely, a little better than this. Well, not a little better, exactly like this. Right over here next to it, and we're going to do that with crude oil. Let's try and do that really quick. Okay, so there is about one thing that is going to happen when I flick this to go that way. We're going to either get told that there's a specific number of oil, crude oil, uh, at the bottom of the world, or we're going to get told that this itself, in of itself, is an infinite supply. If this is in of itself an infinite supply, I don't care. I'm going to fill this up because I want to try and make it look more systematic. I'm also going to be doing a water tank over here even. The way that I'm then going to start utilizing it, I'm not going to be using these giant tanks. I'm just going to put them directly into the systems or all of the machines that we're going to be using. But let's just have a look. So if I'm right, that should have started the suction. Why didn't it? Ow. So it should have. Can it not do crude oil? Can create. Maybe it's this. Maybe it's this thing over here. Maybe this is the problem. If I get rid of that and instead connect it to some of our leftover tanks. Yeah, there you go. Aha! Okay, so if I'm right, there is a way for us to now probably take it, which is why I have a spare one of these. I also had a spare one of those just in case. But I think we can now take this. If I were to find a way to power it, I might just bring it over to here, make it easier to power. Essentially, what I want to do is I want to now make this drain out to here, because you can drain out using these. Maybe I can directly connect it like that. Do I still have the... No, I don't. I made a hand crank. I must have tossed it into either the lava or I must have just tossed it down the hole. So we have crude oil, which is amazing. How much oil is here? It doesn't say, look at that. It doesn't say an infinite amount. So it, unlike there, it doesn't say that that is an infinite amount, which means that there is certain parts where it doesn't register it as 10,000 blocks, which is kind of annoying, but at the same time, it's whatever, because like I said, I'm going to be using that right there anyway, regardless. I just now need to power this. Okay, moment of truth. Let's have a look. Please start pouring it out. Yes, beautiful. So that is going to pour out, hopefully covering this. And thankfully, because it's crude oil, that's why it's cobblestone instead of the drills. Because it's crude oil, I can just sit in this anyway, regardless of whatever happens, and just like do small blocks until we have gotten rid of all of this. I'm probably just going to go around, dig around these edges, and get rid of those edges. But for now, let's just leave this to do its thing. So if I'm right, this is no longer going. Why? Ah, that's why. Because this needs to be this. There we go. Now that should keep going, and this should keep on pumping, except this isn't where it's meant to be because it is connected here. Okay, hold on. There is a way for me to fix this. I just need to quickly... shoot. Right. Hold on. So I can, if I disconnect this here, which is fine, I need to then, I fell. I did not mean to fall. I need to get back up there. So I need to now just quickly get that to be facing the right way so that the oil is back into the tank and the tank can keep on going, and I'm gonna sort that out. Okay, so we've run into a small dilemma. That isn't picking up any more oil. So I'm going to move it over there. Uh, it is now picking up. What? You guys are the cure for my lack of oil. Thank you for that. Let's reactivate this, and that should start getting that repumping out more. Yep. Love to see it. Beautiful. I'm going to leave this to go. I'm also going to end off the episode here. We have, well, you guys will be able to see in the next episode if this is a successful attempt or not. But either way, I mean, we have a ton of crude oil just chilling in this tank right now. So I'm going to leave the episode off here. As always, guys, thanks so much for watching. I know this one was a bit longer, but I'm really happy with the progress we've made. We have infinite lava, about to have infinite crude oil, about to get out refinery, and everything finally kicking off into gear. So until then, as always, stay safe out there, and peace out. Cheers.